Hey, good afternoon, War Gamers. Purple Druid here, and we are going to go over week one review of our Dungeon 25 project. The first location for the first week is the Silent Castle of the Iron Grail, and I map of the castle grounds itself. It is on a bit of a bluff overlooking overlooking the river. And we have 7 locations, which are mostly detailed here. The chapel is that of a forge god. The Lord's Chapel is this little one here, and that is a hunt goddess. I didn't put a lot of details in the yards. I don't know that I'll have anything there. I may or may not. We'll see, when we come back to this. But I did draw a set of smaller maps for the interiors of these buildings. And also for the gatehouse, it's going to use what I call the vermin encounter table. So the vermin encounter table will be large spiders, giant centipedes, normal rats, giant weasels, and poison snakes. So those will be the types of random encounters you may have while poking around in the ruined buildings or ruined areas where you see the cross hatching there. Now, I also made some more detailed key of the interior of the buildings. So we have the gatehouse here, which is all, gatehouse stuff. There is a wild pheasant nest and a large spider lair and a poison snake nest within the gatehouse. In the donjon itself, which is a 101, January 1st, in the entryway, there is a giant rat lair, and then the various furnishings and what have you. In the first story, which is partially collapsed, we do have a Sturge Nest, and then the Wizard's Chamber on the top, there is an oil lantern that has a trapped smoke mephit. And so if you rub that lantern, the smoke mephit will come out, and maybe they'll think it's a genie and trying to negotiate with it. I don't know. I just thought that would be kind of fun. The Fortress Chapel itself, the upstairs areas are here. I wrote, it is mostly intact. Only the southeast corner of the second floor is damaged. The colors and the paints on the walls, the colors of the murals, they all remain vibrant. And the chapel itself is guarded or haunted by the ghost of the high priest of the forge god. It will only appear to chaotic or evil people, humans or beings, who enter the building. So that's anywhere in the building. If they come into the building anywhere, they will be confronted by the ghost of the high priest. It will reveal itself to anyone, lawful or otherwise, who enters the chapel proper. And then anyone who makes a sacrifice or an offering on the altar will gain 500 gold pieces, or 500 experience points, I'm sorry. Stealing anything off of the altar, it does have golden decor and utensils worth 2,000 gold pieces. It will cause a curse to those who touch and or carry these items. So if a character goes up there after they defeat the ghost, maybe they drive it off, and they steal those things off the altar, and then they give it to a henchman to carry. Not only will they get the curse, but the henchman will get the curse. We roll a d4 for each person. Leprosy, blindness, mark of the thief, reduced charisma, and -4 on reaction rolls. And then an outsider attack where at some point we'll roll on the psionic encounter table to see what sort of bizarre creature from beyond comes in to attack. And then over here, area 5, we have the stables. The main area of the stables is infested with rock grubs. And then the barracks area is home to 9 giant centipedes. There is a small chest with 5 potions of healing buried under a floorboard under the rubble. Detect magic obviously will reveal that, or if they just start rummaging around trying to find things, I would go ahead and let them find the trapdoor after about two turns of searching. However, the centipedes will definitely attack at that point. So we've got a lot of fun lined up for week 1 of Dungeon 25. Go ahead and leave any questions or comments down below. And I look forward to having week 2 for you very shortly. Thanks for watching and keep on gaming.